There it is. This is a project for today. Getting all new floors. One new post here on the rail. This is all getting stripped, brightened. Yep. Run of the mill, nothing crazy. We're at the tail end of the season, so slow down a little bit so I can take a little bit more time, be a little bit more intimate with these projects for you. I'm gonna break down everything that we do in our process as far as a deck rebuild. This deck needs some wood repair. We're gonna strip everything, get it all back down to bare, put that good oil-based stain on it. It's gonna look fantastic. Really take our time, show you exactly what we do, how we do it, and I'll walk you guys through the process. Let's get to it. All right, we're gonna start off with the stripping portion. Probably just strip the rails with the floor still there. We'll do that first, and we'll start pulling everything off of the deck, start putting in that new lumber. Now, while I'm pulling this baby up, definitely want to go over some SOPs, standard procedures. Whenever you're stripping something, you're probably using something toxic. So always personal protection. You want your gloves, glasses, respirators, long pants, long shirt, anything that can kind of keep this stuff off you. We're using that caustic soda, that lye, sodium hydroxide. Very powerful stripping agent when it comes to the wood restoration. We use it pretty much for every single project, and we don't run into any issues. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can run into problems with this quickly. So definitely do your research if you're going to get into this, do this for yourself, or if you're looking to add the service to your business. Now, you can buy it in bulk on Amazon or your favorite chemical supply shop, but this is what we use in a pinch. Again, the ingredient that we really want is that lye, 100% lye. So that's caustic soda. This stuff melts things, it gets really hot, takes out grease. That's what we want to use to strip a deck, especially if it's an oil-based product. I got a couple gallons of the water brewed up here. We want to mix this in at pretty much 1 cup per gallon. Now, it doesn't have to be a precise science. With experience, you kind of figure out what you need to do based on what you're looking at. I can tell this is going to come off. It won't be the easiest thing to strip, so I'm going to make this pretty hot. I'm also going to add some purple degreaser in there as well, just to kind of give it some extra sticking power. Yeah, at this point, you want to just go full PPE, because once you crack this stuff open, if it's breezy out, you know what I mean, you don't want none of this stuff flying anywhere you don't want it to. Mask is a good idea too at this point. You won't really smell this stuff, but you will feel it. And unfortunately, by the time you feel it, the damage has been done. All right, here we go. Very hot mix this one here, but it's gonna get everything stripped up quite nicely. I'm gonna run to the truck, grab some purple stuff, throw it in here, and we'll pre-wet the deck and get this going. Favorite purple degreaser, as long as it has butyl in it, is good for what we're using it for. Yeah, it's not a perfect science. A little 3 count should be enough. No bubbles, no fizz, we're good. Always make sure you're not getting no leaks when it comes to this stuff, man. Last thing you want is this to leak somewhere. Don't spray it on the siding. Don't spray it on your helper. Don't do nothing. Spray it on the wood. So the first step is just to pre-wet everything. Never put chemical on dry wood. Now everything's nice and wet. We're gonna spray the chemical on it, let it dwell. Wet down the other side, hit that again. While that other side is dwelling, we'll come back and rinse the side we're working on right now. Takes about 5-10 minutes, even longer sometimes, depending on what you're stripping, how powerful your mix is to get it off, but this should come off pretty easy. hot it's evaporating, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit it, see what happens. Starting to get somewhere. All that fuzz, all the little bit of wood on there, little bit of paint on there, all that's gonna get taken out with the sander. We're not getting too picky, just getting all the big stuff, all the stuff that comes off like that. All right, that's where we're at. Into day one on this one. About 4 or 5 hours total on the strip today. This stuff was really more like a water-based paint. You can kind of see still where it is on the posts here and there. I remember all these floors are getting taken out, so I'm not worried about it. But this side, I might spray it one more time with some chemical. We'll see how I feel. Worst case, I'm gonna spend a day sanding everything down, getting it nice and pretty. Give us the same objective, but yep, here you go. Get you nice and close so you can kind of see exactly. Yeah, that thick, that nasty right there. That's what we gotta sand off. Day 2. You can see we accomplished our objective. This looks proper to me. Now, of course, this is where we use a little bit of a lighter mix. I still got some of that mixed up over there. I think I will spray this down. Some of these real tight spots right up in there. Of course, we can run the sander over it, and I'll do that as well. But It's just a little easier. Yeah, for this right here. Just a little crap here and there. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, honestly, I really might not even need to. Just sand it. Yep. See here, just a missed spot. So let's go take a look at the top here. There we have it. And this side is perfect. Now we did spray this, walked away from it for about 30 minutes. Came up really good. This side didn't give us as much time. And you can still see some stuff on there here and there. But again, it's one of those things like, do we sand it down? Do we spray it down? I really think that we should just sand it at this point. There's not really much left here to spray. So yeah, we're gonna run the orbital sander. I'm gonna sand down the rails, top of the deck. As soon as that's done, I'll start the demo, taking these boards out. We got the good lumber coming in tomorrow, so we'll get that install going. Let's get to it. Same deal with the orbital sanders. Always want to wear that PPE, either a respirator, face mask, or some goggles. Definitely both if you have them. Protect yourself, especially if you're doing all these, man. This is like the 50th project that we've done this year, give or take. If you do a bunch of them, it will add up, so make sure you protect yourself. For the sanding, at least on the front of the deck, in the face of the deck. Now we gotta go around. Let's not forget this. Look how we started. That's where we started. That's what we got after the wash. See here. See how beat up those rails are. And that's partly from the wash, it's partly just from them being old. Got the sanded section. Looks much cleaner. So it takes a little time, but I mean, it's well worth it. Let me see that finished result. Time for the big gun. Best way to do this, we're just gonna cut this up into about 6 foot lengths. The truck bed is 6 feet. We're not gonna call in the dump for this one. We're just gonna haul this one ourselves.